This is activity 2.1 on page 55, applying font options. The file that we will be working with in this activity is fact sheet formatting. You are creating the Building with Heart fact sheet. The fact sheet will ultimately be printed, so you will format the body text in the Times New Roman font, which is optimized for print. You will use Franklin Gothic Medium for your headings and title text. You will also use various other formats for emphasis. So number one, launch Word 2019. I'm on my desktop, and this is showing you another way to open a document. So we're going to display the Start menu. So that's my little Windows icon in the bottom left-hand corner. Keyboard shortcuts for displaying Start include the Windows logo key or Control and Escape key combination. We're going to type Word from here. When you display the Start menu, Windows will search for applications if you start typing their name. We're going to select the icon for Word 2019 to launch Word. Alternatively, you could have selected Word from the Start menu or from the Windows taskbar if it is already pinned. Number two, we're going to open an unformatted version of the fact sheet document, which you will format. Examine the screen. Since you did not open a document file, Word was launched without a document. You've been taken to the landing page where you can select a template for a new document or select an existing document file to open. We're going to select Open Other Documents down at the bottom here. And we're going to click on our Browse button. This automatically opens up to our Documents folder. Remember, everything that we want is going to be saved in our home drive. So even though the textbook will tell you to navigate to a specific spot, remember, we go to our home drive. So it's going to be different than the textbook. So we go to this PC, scroll down, find your home drive, first initial, last name, double click on that. We're in Word Part 1, double click to open that, and then we need to find our lesson or chapter name. Always look at the bottom of the page that you're working on, and it will tell you the lesson title. So we have Lesson 2, Formatting Text and Paragraphs. So find that in your list, double click to open it, and we have two files here, Directory and Fact Sheet Formatting. So we're going to, in step 2G, select Fact Sheet Formatting and click our Open button. This file contains unformatted text for the Building with Heart fact sheet. If you get your protected view status bar at the top, just click Enable Editing. Right, number three, we're going to find the keyboard shortcut for the Select All ribbon command. We're going to go up to our Home tab, and over in our Editing group, we're going to select the Select drop-down. So we have Select All, Select Objects, Select All Text with similar formatting, or Selection pane. We're going to position the mouse pointer over the Select All command, but not select it just yet. We're just going to hover over. After a moment, a screen tip appears. It tells us Control A, think of A as in all, is a shortcut for this command. If there are commands you use frequently, hovering over them is a good way to learn their keyboard shortcuts. So Control A, I can say, is one that I definitely use a lot. All right, we can hit escape to exit that menu without selecting anything. Number 4, set all text in the document to a new font and size. I'm going to hold down my control key, select the letter A. It selects my entire document for me. I'm going to go up to my Home tab, and in my font command group, I'm going to select my font drop-down list. Now you can scroll through and select Times New Roman. It is a long list. You could just start typing it. And it'll bring you closer to where it is, where you can select it from the list now. Now the entire document is formatted with the Times New Roman font. With our text still selected, don't click anywhere in it because it will deselect. With that still selected, we're going to change our font size. So in that font group, we're going to select the font size drop down, and we're going to select 12. You can also type it directly into that box if you want to as well. So now we're Times New Roman with a font size of 12 for our entire document. Number 5, format a heading. You want to make sure that your paragraph marks are showing. We did not turn that off yet. And we're going to select the Our Mission heading, including the paragraph marker at the end. So I can click once out in my left-hand margin and it will select that entire line for me. Now we're going to just change the font of this heading. We're going to go to our font drop-down, and we want to change this to Franklin Gothic Medium. You can scroll if you want to. You can start typing it in, whatever you choose. Franklin Gothic Medium is here. So that is just applied to the Our Mission heading now. With that heading still selected, we're going to increase the font size 2 times. So in that font command group, here we have our increase font size button. I'm going to click on that twice. And you can see that the font has increased 2 steps in size, and it is now 16 point. We're going to select the drop-down arrow for font color. If you ever need to, hover over to make sure you're on the right command. So here we have font color, and we're going to select dark red. Remember that hovering over is important, especially for colors, because you want to get the exact name. Always be familiar with your standard colors, obviously, will be in this row. So dark red is our first option. I'm going to click to apply that to just the Our Mission heading. Number 6, change capitalization. Near the bottom of page 1, select Who Can Volunteer, including the paragraph mark at the end of the line. I'm going to scroll down towards the end of page 1, and here I have Who Can Volunteer. I'm going to click once in my outside border to select that entire line along with the paragraph marker. And letter B, we're going to select Change Case. So that's in our font group. Here we have the Change Case drop-down, and we're going to set this to capitalize each word. Number 7, apply styles for emphasis. Scroll up as needed to see the Our Mission heading. And in the second line following the Our Mission heading, in the line that starts with Provide Homeless, so that's this line right here, we're going to select the text Affordable, Safe, and Healthy Homes. So I'm going to click and drag right before the A in Affordable all the way to Homes. We're going to go up to our font group and we're going to italicize this. So we're going to select our italic command. And letter D says to apply the italic format to text in the next 3 lines as shown. So we already did affordable, safe, and healthy homes. Then on the next line, we want to select improved quality of life. Hit our italic button. Strong neighborhoods in the next line. Italics. And then in the next line, promote positive change. And italics. Number 8, apply an underline for emphasis. Select the text 3 hours of sweat equity. So that is under the heading who qualifies for a BWH home. 300 hours of sweat equity. I'm going to go up to my font group and select my underline. It wants us to select the drop down for underline, and you can choose any one that you like. I'm going to choose this dashed underline. And we're going to click on that drop down again. And this time go down to underline color. And you can select any color that you want as well. I'm going to go with green in my standard colors. I can click anywhere outside of that just to take a look. You can see now I have green dashed underline of 3 hours of sweat equity. Now remember from chapter 1, we don't want to just hit the save button on this particular document because we want to keep the original in case you ever want to go back and try the exercises again. So we're going to make a copy of this. So we're going to go to File and Save As. We want to save it to our current folder, which is Lesson 2, Formatting Text and Paragraphs. It has the original name of Fact Sheet Formatting, so we're going to make a copy and we're going to call this My Fact Sheet Formatting. So you'll know that this is the one that has the changes already applied to it. Once you have the name updated, you can go ahead and click Save. We'll bring you back to your document and we can keep this open for our next activity.